But on today's video, we'll be specifically looking at how to save money on your traditional wedding ceremony. Yes. So do you know that with less than 200,000 naira to get married, you go to your husband's house, you're a married woman, you are Mrs. So and so. So you see, so if you want to save money on your traditional wedding, please watch this video to the end, because I know that it will be very, very useful for you. Thank you so much. Hello guys, welcome to yet another wonderful session of AV Talk, and I am Bakena AB. In case you're joining us for the very first time, thank you so much for stopping by, but please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and on the notification bell. Also give us a like on this video. Thank you so much. So on today's video, we'll be talking on how to save on your traditional wedding. Yes, so you don't have to be in debt for you to do a successful wedding ceremony, be it traditional, be it white wedding. Okay, so how do you save on your traditional wedding? First of all is your bride price list. I believe that a bride has a role to play to influence the amount on a bride price list. She has a role to play. You can actually influence it. Yes, don't just accept what they give to you. I know that my friend, when I did my own marriage, that bride price list at first, when I saw it, I said, no, this list is too much. Daddy, please cut down on this list. And thank God for the kind of father I have. He understood pretty well with me, and then he cut down on the list. Even if you have, I've heard that some people, they have fathers that are ojukukuruku, but you can still talk to your father. Even if your father is not alive, your uncle, you can still talk to them that this list is too much. Please, I need you to cut down on some certain things on this. For us, I had to speak to my dad. My dad cut down on the amount of drinks, they cut down on some wines, cut down on the amount of the bride price and all that. So it cut down on a lot of things for us, and I was so appreciative. If he had given that list to us and I was just like, I'm worth it, I'm this, I'm that, believe me, mother would have been shocked up. He would have been shocked up. But I didn't want our wedding period to put pressure on him. I don't want it to also put pressure on myself as well. So I was trying to do everything to reduce pressure on him. And also, one thing you should know is that if you're not careful, your wedding preparation can be the start of problems in your home if you're not careful. So you need to be very careful during your wedding preparation, not to put undue pressure on your husband, and also not to put undue pressure on yourself. Because once there is pressure, once there is stress, you start both of you start chatting at each other. There's so much tension, and then that tension builds up anger, and then it lingers into the marriage itself, and that is a very, very bad one. You don't want that for your home at all. So you must look at for how to reduce that stress and pressure, and the easiest way is to cut down on your wedding budget, and that is why we are here today. So first of all is your bride price list. Like I said, influence it. For me, I had to cut down on so many things on the list. And also, I remember one of my cousins. If you see her list, you will laugh. If you see her list, her dad, when the dad actually brought her the list, her people will say this list is too cheap, this list is this list is that, this is not how we do things. And father said, this is the list that I've given to my in-law, and then he will follow that list. And that was it. And I tell you, I kid you not, that list was so simple, was very, very straightforward. and as well as I still put my. Secondly, for you to save on your traditional wedding is the clothes. Some of you is long throat that is doing some of you. Long throat that is doing some of you. You know your pocket. You know your husband's pocket. And then you want to you go and look at one celebrity Instagram cloth, and you say, is that cloth, is that gadget I want to use, so that people know what live your life, please live your life according to your pocket. You cut your size according to your pocket. Then you know your pocket, you know your husband's pocket. You go and look at one celebrity cloth at on Instagram, that's what you want to use on your wedding day. That doesn't make sense at all. So you can, on my wedding day, what I did was this. I'll post the gown for you to see so that you know that I'm not exaggerating. But it was very nice, lovely, simple lace that you wouldn't even know that it was that cheap. And I bought that lace. I think I bought a yard of that lace for, was it about 2,000 naira? Or no, it was about 1,800 naira. 1,800 naira. I bought that lace for 1,800 naira, and then I bought 4 yards of it, and that was just how much? That was just the 1,800 times 4. I think that's about that's 7,200 for the lace. Just imagine. I gave it to a tailor that I know I can afford, and I did not go and choose style that I know that they will put pads, that they will put corset, that they will put one. I did not choose any of such style. I went for something that is simple, something that I know that when I wear it and come out, nobody will even know say that it was that cheap, and it was that. So there is, and one thing you should know is that there is a vendor for every client. And those, because the vendor charges less, doesn't mean that the vendor does not know it's our job. Because the vendor charges less does not mean that the vendor does not know it's our job. And I gave my tailor, I think I paid for that guy, was it 3,000 naira or 2,500, something like that. That I paid for that guy. So you see that my traditional wedding attire was just about 10,000 naira. I'm okay on that day, and you would not know. Most of you are just killing yourself. Just kill yourself. You would never know that that it is this gown that this lady is saying that is 10,000 naira. You would not know. And then it depends on how you carry yourself, how you style it, how you come out. Very simple, nice, and unique gown. And go for something like that. You need your pocket. That's how you can save. So let's say clothes. You save clothes for only 10,000 naira. I know that because of the present time now, you could say, okay, your clothes, you are going for 15,000 naira for your clothes, and also your gele to go with, your gele to go with the clothes. You don't really have to, let's say, to save cost. You don't really have to buy full ashoke. You can buy half. Just half that I use as well in my marriage. You can buy half, and that half is just about 1,000 naira. So that's 1,000 naira. And that's how much? 16,000 naira. If you have shoe at home already, why do you need a new shoe? You don't need a new shoe. If you have shoe at home already that you know that goes, why do you need? You don't need a new shoe. If you have slippers that goes with it, you don't need a new slipper. You don't have to wear a new slipper, a new shoe on that day. So you don't really need it. I don't really buy any new shoe. What I only did was that I ensured that the shoe, or the shoe I was wearing on that gown, was part of my traditional wedding list. That's what I did. So I did not buy one specific shoe for that day. So you don't really need a new shoe. And if you want to save cost further, you can decide to go for Those ashoke that is already made gele, and so that you will not spend on a gele artist again. So you can decide to go for already made gele. That's what you can decide to do. So, but let's just say you decide to go for, so that's for your clothes, that's 16,000 naira. For if you want to go for, if you want to do something extra which is not really compulsory, you can decide to go for the those traditional hand fan, feather hand fan. And don't buy, go and rent. Go to the market, you see somewhere that you can rent for as low as 500 naira, 1000 naira, and that is 1000 naira. So for your whole outfit you will spend less than 20,000 naira for your whole outfit. How does that sound? Yes, you heard me right. So that is just it. For your whole outfit, you spend less than 20,000 naira, and that is very nice. You will look gorgeous, you will look sweet. That day, just style yourself, carry yourself very well, do your little makeup, you will look beautiful, you will look nice. And you don't go and hold debt for new hair. You don't need that new hair. Aunty that is hearing me, you don't need that new hair on that day. So don't go and hold debt on your new hair. So how do you save on your traditional wedding again? Let's talk about the makeover. Do you really need a makeup artist on your wedding day? The answer is no. You don't need a makeup artist on your wedding day. That's the simple answer. On my traditional wedding day and on my white wedding day, I did not use a makeup artist. I did my makeup myself, probably because I know how to make up. But even if a lot of people that knows how to do good makeup, they still use a makeup artist also for themselves on their wedding day. But I don't think this is necessary. You don't really need to use a makeup artist on your traditional wedding day, on your white wedding day. I know that people that watch video will say, I bet me I want to relax. I bet always think about the cost. If you know that you cannot afford it, there's no need for you to kill yourself. That is just it. So for your makeover, you can do a very nice, simple, unique makeup that will look so good on you by yourself, and your makeover will cost you what? 0 naira. That will cost you 0 naira. But let's take for instance that you don't have any makeup item, you're not a makeup person, and you don't have any makeup item. Are you saying that your 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 cousins, your sisters, that nobody knows how to do makeup? Is that what you're saying? So what can you do? Reach out to them and tell them that my marriage is coming up. Please, I need someone that will give me a light makeup on that day. Please, would you be willing to assist me to do this? To do my makeup on. There are people that will be willing to help once you ask them. And if you want to at least just to support that person for transport or whatsoever, you can decide to give the person like 3,000 naira or so. Since probably you don't have any makeup, you don't know how to do any makeup on yourself, you can decide to give the person 2,000, 3,000 naira. Some persons will not even take a dime from you, and that's just it. So you don't have to carry one makeup artist because you are going to do your traditional wedding at the village, and then you want to take a makeup artist that will cost you over 100,000 naira from the city to the village. You don't really have to do that. Do a light makeup by yourself on that day, and you are good to go. Come out. Don't go and owe anybody any money just because you want to meet up on your wedding day. Debt is not a good start for any marriage. That is one thing you should know. So, like I said, makeover costs you 0 naira. Do you see it? And there's one thing we did not put into consideration, which is the clothes for your husband as well. And the clothes for your husband can also cost as well as, let's say, 20,000 naira or below 20,000 naira for the clothes of your husband. I've told you there is a vendor for every client. There is a vendor for every client. No matter how small your budget is, there is someone for you. There's someone for you. Don't go and use the tailor, the fashion designer on your street that is charging 20,000 naira for one gown. Use those ones that are upcoming, that are still trying to build their client base. They will take job from you, and most of them are good. They will take job from you and then they will do it very well. On your makeover again, what I did on my day was, again, another thing that eats money is the food. If you invite large crowds to your wedding, you will spend a lot on food. So to reduce the amount on that you will spend on food, don't invite the whole world. Tell your parents that they should not invite the whole world to your wedding. Tell them that you don't have money to feed 1,000 guests, so they should not invite them. There's no need for them to be there. You don't need them. Even that money that you are thinking that they will not spray you. At the end of the day, you not even get up to 50,000 naira. They are only there to just join to dance and then to shop and gossip. So there is no need for you to invite them. If you have 20 persons, you are good to go. You can make, let me give you an idea for traditional wedding. For traditional wedding, the best thing is traditional food. You can do just little soup and swallow. With about 20,000 naira, you cover that. Or let's say you want to go way above, let's say 30,000 naira, you'll be able to cook something that for people of, let's say 30 people, 20 people will be able to eat. With 30,000 naira, you'll be able to do that. Just how much is garri now? How much is garri now? Just buy 2 baskets, then you do it, and then cook one soup, buy fish, buy meat, and then you do one small soup. You just serve it, then that's it. 30,000 naira, you are good to go. 30,000 naira for food, you are good to go. But don't invite the whole world. When my mom was telling me that the money you brought for traditional for cook, for feeding, for the food on the traditional ID is not enough for this, I will call your husband. I said, don't call my husband. You cannot call my husband for that. And that was it. And that is the shekina. You can't call him for that. That's the money we have, and you have to make do with it. If you want extra people to come to the wedding, then you have to provide for them. But I don't need those people, so please let's do with what we have and what we are able to spend. And also, you can set that ground. Let people come. You want to invite the whole world to come, let them come. If they don't see food, it's none of your concern. You know, you know that you did the one you could do for your own guests that you are bringing to the party. Another question will be music. Music. For music, I know that that's dicey because we all want to dance on our day. We all want to dance. But for music, you can get a DJ, a local DJ, that will play your traditional songs and all that for 20,000 naira. And okay, let's say because of the increase in fuel, they can play for 30,000 naira. But even if you can see you can still see a DJ that is lower than even this 30,000 naira. You can still see a DJ that is lower than this. Let them come and be playing this. You know, me and you know that the sound quality will not be so great, but it's something that people can. Since you are inviting just a small number of persons, what do you need that big DJ for? Or you fuel the gen. I've got one of my cousins when she did a traditional wedding. When we went to the house, there was no DJ at all. We just we bought fuel in the generator, of course, and then we just put out a speaker outside, and then we put on music in the house, and then everybody was playing, everybody was enjoying themselves. So that's something you could do as well. You don't really have to bring DJ. You could bring in if you can't afford the DJ, you let it slide, and then you could put on your speaker, your music, whatever. If someone has a beat, tell them to bring the beat, plug it, play. Download lots of songs DJ mix. There are lots of DJ mix on audio mark on so many platforms, and then download it and then play on that day. People will dance. People just put one of your brother, one of your cousin, let them all be playing music. You see that people will dance, so you don't have to bring the DJ. What do you need that DJ for? So you can let that slide. But for photography is a two-way thing. Photography is a two-way thing. For photography, uh, you can decide to bring in a photographer, or you can decide to tell someone, let's say someone that you know that has a good camera phone quality, to take you some pictures, and then all you just need to do, send those pictures to you, you save them, and then what you can do is take one or two of those pictures and just go and make an enlargement with like 10,000 naira. You get a good frame for it and all that, and then that's it. So what's it? So we say clothes for bride and groom. Well, we looked at clothes for bride and groom. That's about let's say 40,000 naira. The We looked at food for 30,000 naira. We looked at makeover that will cost us 0 naira, because you don't really need that and you could do away with that. And also we looked at music, which is as well as debatable. And photography, we say that get a good frame, tell someone to snap you a good picture with good camera quality, snap you, and then make a good frame out of it for just about 10,000 naira. And with this, do your calculation yourself, you see that you spend less than 100,000 naira. But let's add your bride price bill. Your bride prices might range from 50,000 naira to 150,000 naira. 50,000 to 150,000 naira. You have that together, you have less than 300,000 naira for your wedding. Less than that for your traditional wedding. And the second part of this video, I'll be sharing with you how to save money on your white wedding day as well. How to save money on your white wedding day. If this video has been helpful to you, please give us a like, give us and hit on the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. I'll see you in my next.